So hey everybody, thanks for stopping by the channel and taking a few minutes out of your day to spend time with me. I do appreciate it. So today I am really excited and I'm going to tell you why I'm excited in just a moment. All right, welcome back. So as I've started doing more and more drone photography and drone video, I've found some problems for myself at least on the video management side. Now, on the photography management side, everything is cool. I'm still using Lightroom Classic, so I organize all of my drone photography, all of my HDRs. I do all of that through Lightroom. But one of the big problems that I've had is finding a management system for video, and I really haven't found a lot. And yesterday, I was getting frustrated. My video file management's terrible. I'm just opening up a window here so you can see really quick. So I've got filler clips, and then there's a bunch of stuff under the filler clips, and so it requires me to remember a lot or go crazy labeling things right off the bat. When I'm first importing stuff from a drone video shoot. So when I come back, I offload the video files from the drone. I make some kind of folder for it. I put it into one of my portable drives. And if I don't label the folders really well or go back and relabel the files themselves really well, I sometimes find myself having a really hard time finding the video clips that I want to use. And as I do more and more drone work, there's more and more video clips. And if you're a drone pilot, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I've always been looking around for the past year. I've looked around online for Lightroom for video or something Lightroom-like for video. And I haven't really stumbled across too much until the other day. So the other day, I accidentally stumbled into some old Reddit thread, and someone mentioned this program called Kyno or Kino. I'm not sure. Kyno. Let's call it Kyno. I think that's one of the tutorials I watched last night. I think that's what the gentleman who was doing the tutorial called it, Kyno. So what is this? Let's switch over to the screen view now. So we're not going to be looking at me anymore. I'm moving the microphone over a little bit. So Kyno is a full media management program. So this isn't just about video. This is about audio and images as well. So we can find and categorize images, audio files, video files, and we can switch between them. On the left-hand side, so this is not a full tutorial, by the way, on Kyno. I'm going to be working one up. I'm still experimenting with it a little more, but I really wanted to get this in front of you right now because I can already see how much this is going to help me and how much this is going to save time and help me organize my video clips better. So I did a lot of experimenting with this program last night and was pretty blown away. So let's look at the overall interface here. So we've got the program itself about Kyno. We've got file stuff as usual, edit with not much. Playback options, so this is something big. Metadata, so we can do ratings, but we can also do tags and other things, which I'm going to show you. Convert, view, so we can do grid, list, or detail, our history, and so standard top bar of most any program, right? Right on. But so let's take a look here. On the left-hand side, we have RLC design, so that's my workspace. And right below that, we've got our drives, so it calls it our devices. And as you can see here, I've got a couple of drives. So I've got a drive for all image galleries. I've got a Final Cut drive. I've got a Final Cut #2 because I've just got so much stuff on it. And I've also got my Samsung SSD card that's backing up my computer. So I'm going to go to the Final Cut drive because this is the one that's really been filling up on me. And I need to clear some stuff off. And as you see over here on the right-hand side, I've got some content. As a matter of fact, let's go down to the bottom. And so on my Final Cut drive for the folders I selected, I have 1,389 video items. Man, somebody's got to clean house. Well, that's me. I'll get to it. I'll clean it up. As I'm starting to learn how to use this program, I'm getting very excited because I'm not big into folder management, and when just clicking on my drive, I can find everything. And the way I find it is by clicking on the drill down mode. So you see that drill down mode right there. And so I clicked on drill down mode for my Final Cut drive, and it supplied me with this 1,389 images. If I go look under here, I can look in each folder as well. So I could label folders and put things into the labeled folders, or I could make one mega folder and put everything into it and still be able to find everything. So the search system in here is intelligent enough to really, I could just put a bunch of images into one folder and call it my Bucket-O images or my Bucket-O video folder, and I can still easily find it if I do things right. So how is it I can claim that I'd still be able to find everything if I put it into one big folder? Well, here's the thing. So I'm looking back over at the screen once more, and these images, or I'm sorry, these videos, I keep going to images, but these video clips, I can actually do more labeling with them, and I can actually add tags and keywords. Well, tags, but they're basically keywords. So very similar to the workflow process that I use in Lightroom. When I import things to Lightroom, I can add keywords at the time of the import. And if I add video over here on Kyno, I can actually go through and label things. So let me see here. I'm just clicking on one of these. I'm shift clicking the next one. And let's go ahead and click one over here. So I've selected 3 videos. They're all from one of my classes. And I'm going to go ahead and right click here. And I have an option to edit multiple. This is awesome. So I can do an edit multiple. I can give titles. I can create tags. So online class. There I go. Now I've got a tag called online class. And I could do more. So it's on Udemy. So I'll go ahead and put Udemy in there. And so I'm just going to go with these 2 for now. And I'm going to say OK. Once again, this is not a tutorial. There will be a tutorial once I get a little better with this and play a little more, probably in the next couple of days, because I'm going to clear through and fix these libraries. And I'm devising a workflow that's going to work well for me and potentially for you. So stay tuned, and I'll be putting this workflow together very quickly. As a matter of fact, I already went out this morning, shot some video over Watson Lake in the freezing cold, just so that I could test out what's in my head for this workflow. But so I selected those and I gave them a tag, and you can see right here there is a little tag symbol. And so up in the right hand corner there's a filter option, so I can filter on tags. So if I tagged something as an online class, oh my! And so last night I went through and I did some other things. I started tagging some things. So let's go here. Okay, the Korea movie set, and that was actually in a different folder. So terrible example, Rich. All right, let's go to Point of Rocks. There we go. So I labeled a bunch of things Point of Rocks, and I have found all of them. So I can use tags and I can use star ratings as well. So you can do the 1 through 5 star, or you can use tags, or you can filter. Let's go back over here on ratings, markers, and subclips. So you can do some editing in here. In and out points, tags, other fields, and then we can also sort and filter on duration of things. So I only want all of my 15-second and less clips. Awesome. Like I said, once again, not a tutorial, just taking a quick view here. So we have this folder set, and in that folder set is all of my images. But right now I've only got 25 items showing. Look at that, 25. And that's because I only labeled things Point of Rocks. I only did 25 of those. I can also go ahead and change this to has no tag, so I can find out right away. Remember, we had 1,300 items. Well, last night I went through and started tagging some things. So now I have 955 items that are untagged. So awesome, I can find out what I haven't labeled or worked on yet. Now, in the right-hand side, I'm just going to close this. Once again, not a comprehensive tutorial, just really excited to share this with you because if you're a drone videographer, if you're doing a lot of drone video and a lot of flight, you've probably run into the same problem as me. How do I organize this stuff? So I'm cooking up an idea in my head as we're doing this video. I've been thinking about it last night and all this morning while out flying, and I've got a plan. So in the next video, I'll be sharing that plan with you. In the meantime, let's look at just a couple more things before I let you go. So we can also look at this in this list kind of way. And when we look at this, we've got our actual date of when it was shot, the actual size, the duration of the video, the display size, 1920 by 1080, aspect ratio, whether or not we've rated it, and also the frame rate. And also you can put in the camera. So how do you put in the camera? Well, you remember back here when I tagged those couple of things, I tagged a few items. There they are right there. If I were to flag those, I'm just going to pick those again because we can do more editing. So I can put the name of the camera that I used in here. So right there. So it's not pulling it off the EXIF data of the camera, but I can manually put that there, and I can manually put that on as many clips as I want to. So if I'm importing something today into this library that Kyno is managing for me, once I move all the new stuff over, I'm going to select the new stuff. I'm going to do that group edit. I'm going to throw my tags in. I'm going to throw my camera in. Maybe I'll even make a title. So very exciting. And then let's go back here. So there is that list view. And finally, we have our individual frame view. And so this one, so this is one of my
Ground Station Pro
videos from Ground Station Pro. And what's really interesting in here is you can actually do some additional work. So I was not looking for this as a feature. I was just looking for management as a feature. But we have some amazing features. So number one, if we didn't want everything in this clip, but we wanted part of it, we can actually, let's go there. And now I'm going to scroll over here and let's make our second marker. So as you see this bluish gray line here, I could now actually export that guy. And now I can't remember which one. I can actually make it for, let's say, a web-sized 1080, and it will export just the clip area that I have, ignoring the rest, so I could get rid of the large file and only work on the smaller clipped file. So you can do a lot of pre-work before all of your final edits. There are a ton of tools in this. So I'm not showing you through all of them yet because I don't know all of them yet. But as I go along, I'll bring you along with me. So here's another video clip. I've gone into the individual view. On the right hand side, I can see my metadata. I can have different content clips. We can make sub clips of the content. So this is really exciting. So I could give this a label. I could give it its star rating. But the big part is right now I could import it, add the tags to it so that I can find it easily and then come back and work on it later. So you can also put markers in here. So if you have different time points that you'd like to bring over to Final Cut. And finally, one other item that I thought was really exciting. So I'm just clicking this drop down here, send to Final Cut. So you can have Final Cut with a project or an event open, and you could be using Kyno to organize everything and find your videos. And literally from the grid window here, I can click and drag this, and I could drag this right into my Final Cut Pro window and start editing on Final Cut. So bottom line, this might be the management system that I've been looking for when it comes to managing video for all of my drone work. So this is super exciting to me. And like I said, I'm not going to do a half-baked tutorial. We're really going to walk through this. And actually, probably this evening, I'm going to start bringing in the videos that I shot this morning and getting those videos tagged and then going through some of the other features that are here. But this really looks like an awesome, awesome platform to use. There's some Lightroom feeling to it for sure. There's some stuff missing on the automated import, but that's okay. I can work around that and design a workflow for myself with that. And it sure is going to be a lot easier to manage my video projects going forward if I can actually get all these things labeled and be able to pull quickly so that I'm not spending a lot of time hunting for that clip. And by the way, so this is the most exciting part. If this has got you a little enthused like me, you can go to Kyno's website and you can download a free 30-day trial. That's right, they're offering a free 30-day trial. So I haven't paid for it yet, but just in what I've started doing last evening and this morning, my mind is already primed for making a purchase of this. It's $159, and quite honestly, if it saves me time in my post-production, that's worth it. Because, you know, your billable hour rate, ask yourself if you could save 5 hours. Is 5 hours of time saving worth $159? To me, it absolutely is. So, all right, everyone. Thanks for checking out this kind of prep to what's really coming. So expect in the next few days that I'm going to have a full review and a full talk about developing a workflow for the system. So if you're doing any kind of drone videography, or if you're just doing regular video, not with drones, and you've been wishing for a really good management system, this sucker might be it, and we're going to find out together, and we're going to work through it together. So I'll see you on the next video. Have an awesome day.